Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I hope everybody's doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Virgo out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse in a general reading, so if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But Virgo, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. You have the King of Swords. And coming out together is the Death card reversed along with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I do feel like there is something here that you're not investing in currently, but it's also not completely over. I do feel like you're seeking some kind of communication with the hopes of getting something back on track here. You're trying to create a very positive change through honest communication. I do feel like your boundaries are up though. And like I said, you're not investing in something, but there's a sense of impatience here to turn something around or to communicate something. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Virgo's energy. Somebody that's not wanting to reveal feelings or to talk. Somebody's kind of keeping their energy to themselves, it feels like. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. We have Temperance. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So this is somebody that you've had some sort of a solid foundation at some point, but that foundation is gone. It's broken. You may have worked with this person, but you don't have to. I do feel like this person is trying to heal from this. They may have blocked you or they feel that you've blocked them, but I feel like something here ended. This person is no longer cooperative. It's like they're not trying to work things out, but they are focused on bringing balance back to their own life. There's something to do with blocking this connection. So let me see the energy between the two. All right, so we have the King of Wands. So this was a passionate connection. This was a very passionate connection, but you know that passion can go in a positive direction and in a negative. And in this particular card, that passion is burning down this house. So something here was burnt to the ground. It's whatever you've decided not to invest in. It's what it was, some sort of a foundation. So neither of you are very cooperative right now. And I feel like both of you had a hand in burning this thing down. So let me see what's affecting this connection. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So somebody got cut out of the equation. And blocked. So I do feel that it's hard for me to tell who it was, because I think it might have been you, because I see you wanting to bring in some honest communication. You may feel like this is your person, but the two of you just aren't vibing right now. You're not on the same level. You pulled back, you stopped investing in this, they stopped being cooperative, and so the two of you just kind of burnt this, burn it to the ground. Now you want to talk, and they want balance, they want to heal. Let me see. I can see that you feel like this is your person, though. Somebody might be playing the martyr here. Nine of Pentacles is your outcome. So by the end of the week, I see you really working on your money. I see you being single, independent. You don't feel like things are over, but I do feel like you're understanding that right now, you've got to keep moving forward. And this person is working on their independence as well. So bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and it does indicate a decision has been made. It might have taken quite a while to get to this decision. You know, it could have been some back and forth, but all of this is happening because somebody made a very firm decision. Now, you could be dealing not only with Sagittarius, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo. I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy as well. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Seven of Pentacles reversed for Virgo? Yeah, you're definitely working on your money. I feel like you're trying to balance out your money. You've been having a little difficulty, but it is improving here. I feel like you're impatient for it to improve. You may have been overly generous with this person or someone else, and that kind of puts you in the situation where you were having to rob Peter to pay Paul, and it caused some losses here. So I do feel like you're trying to balance out your money. With regard to this person, I feel like you're not going to invest in this. One of you could have been given to more than one person, but I feel like you more or less want something balanced is what you're telling me. You're trying to balance out your feelings, your emotions. You're trying to you want a balanced connection, an equal give and take. Why is the King of Swords here for Virgo? Why is the King of Swords here for, oh, so were you the one that blocked them? Because we have the Eight of Wands reversed and the Emperor in the reverse. You may have blocked an Aries, and now you want to talk, or you feel that they blocked you. It would have been after something kind of spun out of control. You may have felt like this person wasn't being faithful to you, or they were being overbearing, over-controlling perhaps. But I'm definitely getting that the communication ceased. Someone got cut out of the situation, and possibly even blocked, if not physically blocked, like on the phones, etc. There's a spiritual block here. I definitely feel like there's been a lack of communication, and you do want to communicate with this person. One of you, like I said, could be playing the martyr here. Let me see the bottom energy. This person could be saying you're over-controlling, you're trying to control the situation. Page of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, you don't feel like things are over. There's been a painful ending, though. I see that. There's been a sense of betrayal as well. This situation really spun out of control. You feel like it's not up to you to take control of this situation either. I do feel some of you may be meeting somebody new, and if so, that's destiny is playing a hand. It would come after this ending, but you're still not completely over this. There's still emotional attachments. There's unfinished business between you and this person. But for some of you, I definitely see somebody new coming into your energy. For others of you, you either hope this person gives you an apology and reaches out, or you may be thinking of reaching out to them. So I definitely feel like you want communication with them, and that communication has been blocked. Let me see why the Three of Pentacles is in reverse. The Tower reversed. Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles. You could have been married, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. You may have been married to this person, or in a, committed connection with them, possibly living with them. I feel like this person sees you as stability. So when all of this happened, I feel like this kind of created a tower moment for this person. Like I said, it's this feeling of somebody just burnt the whole thing down. This person then withdrew, may have blocked you, or you blocked them. There was this uncooperative energy, and now this person is feeling really stuck. They're holding on to you, they're holding on to the energy, and they want to, they want to fix things. They want to build this back. I feel like they're very guarded, though. They're very guarded. There's something here about them being unable to move forward that could be due to a financial loss. Let me see why Temperance is here. Scorpio energy is here. Yeah, this person feels like you are their person. You feel like they are your person, but the way you're both approaching this is different. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Wands. There could have been a third party introduced into this in some manner. Yeah, there could have been. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. They're definitely focused on the end of this connection. They feel like their emotions or feelings have been drained and they want balance back in their life. This is somebody that's passionate towards you. Yeah, and I feel like you feel that the two of you are not on the same page, but they think that the two of you are. They just want this connection to be resurrected, to be healed. So I feel like you may have been the one blocking. Why is the Eight of Wands in reverse? Oh, there was deception. Okay. Yeah, there was deception. There's deceptive energy here. And that's what's preventing things from moving forward. There could have been deception regarding travel, because it could be, there could be distance or travel is a issue in this connection. I don't feel like you're being dishonest, because you're coming out here with the King of Swords and there's dishonesty here. So maybe this person wasn't on the up and up with regard to communication or travel or, you know, something to do with the distance, but there's deception in their energy, and that's what's keeping this from moving forward. Let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. Five of Swords. Yeah, there was an ugly conflict here. And the King of Cups in the reverse. So you may have been a little bit in your ego. This is telling me that, you know, it got, the conflict between the two of you got pretty bad. And you may have been, you know, like fighting a little dirty. Because like I said, the cards are telling me you both kind of burnt this to the ground. Now this person, they have feelings for you, but they were keeping those feelings to themselves. I feel like they weren't being cooperative. They were, you know, they did their part as well. It's almost like their feelings got hurt because you weren't investing fully somehow. There was something that you weren't investing fully, and there was a conflict that occurred between this. Could have been financial issues, because you both look like you're having some sort of financial issues as well. This person could be in a relationship and they tried to bring you in as a third party as well. Regardless, there was a conflict here. And I feel like this person kind of came at you hard and you came at them hard. And between the two of you, y'all were just like, you know, fighting dirty. Yeah, for some of you, I'm definitely getting that this person is in a connection, and they know that they have to end that connection before they can actually be with you on an even playing field. So that's where this deception is coming from. Let me see what's affecting the connection. Why is the Queen of Swords in the reverse? Why is the Queen of Swords in the reverse? We have the Strength card reversed. We have the Hierophant. So what's affecting the connection is an existing commitment. And I don't feel like it's on your side. I feel like it's on theirs. I feel like you want the truth to come out. You want truthful communication. You basically, it looks like, confronted this person about them not being faithful to their connection. You may have cut this person out because I feel like they're playing the martyr here. And I feel like they have work they need to do on themselves. They need to find the courage to actually step up and to communicate with you in a fair and honest way. And I feel like they're playing the martyr. I don't feel like they're doing that. It was easier for you know, them to play the martyr than to actually step up. Let me see the outcome. Taurus energy. Oh, okay. We have the Empress. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. You might make more money than them. So I am seeing that by the end of the week, there's going to be communication, but I see both of you remaining. So you seem to be single, and I feel like you're in this Empress energy, and I feel like you are elevating, constantly elevating. You're getting, you know, more and more values, more and more self-worth. You have this glow up going on. I do feel like you want to talk to this person. You do feel there's unfinished business. You have new people in your energy as well, because you're in this Empress energy, so you're attracting, you know. But a lot of you may believe that this person is a twin flame or a soulmate connection, but the two of you just aren't on the same page right now. So I do feel like this connection has been, and looks like it's going to remain for a while, kind of on and off, on and off. There's inconsistency in it. You may question at times if you're dealing with a player, because I do feel like this person is deceitful. See, they acted single when they actually were not, with this Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse. And this person also needs to, you know, their money is being blocked as well. I feel like this is karmic in some way. So I feel like they did try to bring you in as a third party. I feel like they're still holding on to your energy. They want to recover this connection. They can't move on from you. And they have all these deep feelings, but they are not expressing them right now. They need to have the strength and courage to step up or to, you know, move on, because they lack the courage right now, and they're playing a martyr. So they are still in a deceitful energy, and it has to do with being single. So if they come back and they say, oh, you know, I'm working on it, blah, 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 I wouldn't trust them. And it doesn't look like you do, Virgo. It doesn't. It looks like you think they're a player. Regardless, this has been an on-again, off-again type of relationship, but you do have someone new in your energy should you decide to go in that direction. I just feel like you don't think everything is complete with this connection, and a lot of that looks like it's because you may have decided this person is a deep soulmate or a twin flame connection. There's definitely a very strong tie here. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. This is underlying energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, but it does indicate that, you know, there's love here, and that's why it's difficult for you to walk away from this connection. So I think you are still emotionally attached, but it does look like you are trying to, you know, definitely have some boundaries here. All right, I'm going to pull a card for you from the oracles. It's number 12, and it says conclusion. So we have chapter 1, and then we have the end. So let's see what that is all about. Give me a second here. All right, it says this is the time of endings and new beginnings. If you have this symbol, it says that you've come to the end of some experience in your life and you're about to enter a new one. Don't resist the conclusion, for endings are important experiences and will help you build a stronger foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. You can't know the whole story if you haven't read to the end. Remain open even when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. All right. Well, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved, and namaste.